beautiful Jennifer. Yeah. And this is an interesting sort of, shape, if you want to call it a shape, but it's very, very transparent. But this was a lot of fun coming up with this technique. And this was, once again, very inspired by, African tribes. Okay, so we really visited that whole kind of, working and craftsmanship with the hands. And we really wanted to create something, once again, a blend between structure underneath the surface and cleanliness, and then also with something that is a little bit more deconstructed into, with all the roping. So Shay will talk a little bit about
I think, it's something that's very editorial, or it's something that's great for us to do with Sebastian, is to really play with how we can change the fabric of hair, how we can play with hair, to inspire other hairdressers. That's the biggest stress that we have as global art directors, is what we want to come up with next.
It's wonderful stress.
Yeah, it's great stress, and we're very privileged to be global art directors, but the fact is we have to come up with new collections and play with different ways of working with this product. Yeah. So this was, a lot of stuff went in the trash or in the bin because you would try different products that work, but we used reshaper and we used mousse again. And it's like we talk about, African tribes where you saw where they wrap their hair and then they sometimes put clay on it and they mixed water and they let it dry out. We knew that wasn't going to work because it wasn't going to be able to mold and wasn't going to be able to bend. So we just looked at other ways of sort of using, like putting mousse on dry hair and then twisting it. But there was the hairspray and a straightening iron, so we, sealed everything off, held it all together, and next minute we had this little rope-like effect. And it also meant then when we wanted to have some separation, it was still really workable. So you can see, you can really start to...
Very fibrous.
Fibrous. So you get this really sort of slightly more organic feel instead of it just looking like, is it hair, is it plastic? Yeah. We wanted still everything to look really sort of real in a sense.
Yeah, and obviously these are all, this is all real hair, but they're hair wefts. So, they're all pieces that have been sewn together, stitched together, and intertwined. So it's basically, bits and pieces, once again, interchangeable parts that have been applied to her to kind of just change the shape and change the look altogether.
Beautifully worked. Beautiful, Jennifer.